Hi Kids GIGG, it's Sarah, and today I'd like to perform a magic trick for you. I have a penny and I have a glass, and I'm going to make the penny disappear. I'm going to do that with the help of my old magazine page. Nothing special, but it helps. I guarantee it'll help that penny disappear. I'm just going to set it on top of this, fold it down, and I'm going to slide my glass on top of it. Now I'm going to take it off. Penny's gone. But it's no fun unless the penny comes back, right? So let's try to get it back. Ordinary old piece of paper from a magazine. I'm just going to fold it down over this. I'm going to slide it back. Penny's back. I don't know how it happened. It's magic. Would you like me to teach you how to do the magic trick? I learned how to do it on YouTube, and I'm probably not very good at it, but hopefully it was fun for you. I took a penny, I took a water glass, and I took a piece of paper, and I cut a circle out of the paper and put it down. Looks like a normal glass, right? It's hard to do the trick to make it convincing if I have to lift the glass up to slide it over so you don't see the penny. But if I put the paper over it, it makes it easier. So that's my magic trick for today. Pretty exciting stuff, huh? Today we're going to read about God's wonderful surprise in our Storybook Bible, and it's not a magic trick. It comes from Matthew 28, Mark 16, Luke 24, and John 20. It's in all four Gospels. Jesus' friends were sad. They would never see their best friend again. How could this happen? Wasn't Jesus the rescuer, the king God had promised? It wasn't supposed to end like this. But whoever said anything about the end? Just before sunrise on the third day, God sent an earthquake and an angel from heaven. When the guards saw the angel, they fell down with fright. The angel rolled the huge stone away, sat on top of it, and waited. At the first glimmer of dawn, Mary Magdalene and the other women headed to the tomb to wash Jesus' body. The early morning sun slanted through the ancient olive trees, drops of dew glittering on leaves and grasses, little tears everywhere. The friends walked quietly along the hilly path through the olive groves until they reached the tomb, and immediately they noticed something odd. It was wide open. They peered through the opening into the dark tomb, but wait! Where was Jesus' body? There's the pictures. And there's more pictures. You got to see it before I read it. And something else, a shining man was there with clothes made from lightning. Don't be scared, the angel said. But they couldn't help it. They screamed anyway. The angel asked them, "What are you doing here? This is a tomb, and tombs are for dead people." The women couldn't speak. "Jesus isn't dead anymore," he said. "He's alive again." And their hearts leapt. And then the angel laughed with such gladness that they felt, for a moment, as if they'd woken up from a nightmare. The other women rushed home, but Mary stayed behind. How could it be true? Jesus was definitely dead. How could he be alive? Just then, Mary heard someone else in the garden. Perhaps it's the gardener, she thought. He'll know where Jesus' body is. "I don't know where Jesus is," Mary said urgently. "I can't find him." But it was all right. Jesus knew where she was, and he had found her. Mary. Only one person said her name like that. She could hear her heart thumping. She turned around. She could just make out a figure. She shaded her eyes to see and thought she was dreaming, but she wasn't. She was seeing Jesus. Mary fell to the ground. Sudden tears filled her eyes and great sobs shook her whole body, and all she wanted in that moment was to cling to Jesus and never let him go. "You'll be able to hold on to me later, Mary," Jesus said gently, "and always be close to me. But now Go and tell the others that I am alive." And here's Jesus and Mary when she thought he was the gardener. Mary ran and ran all the way to the city. She had never run so fast or so far in all her life. She felt she could have run forever. She didn't even feel like her feet touched the ground. The sun seemed to be dancing and gleaming and bounding across the sky, racing with her and shining brighter than she could ever remember in the clear, fresh air. And it seemed to her that morning as she ran, almost as if the whole world had been made anew, almost as if the whole world was singing for joy. The trees, tiny sounds in the grass, the birds, her heart. Was God really making everything sad come untrue? Was he making even death come untrue? She couldn't wait to tell her friends about Jesus. "They won't believe it," she laughed. She was right, of course. There she is, bounding with joy. Everything was made new. And that's the story of the resurrection, of how Jesus rose from the dead. It wasn't a magic trick. It was God's rescue plan fulfilled. I hope that you enjoyed the magic trick that I did. I hope you enjoyed the story about Jesus. It's not just a story, it's true. Have a great week.